Morning and welcome. This is Development Stories on Osrc Television. My name is Oyewumi Ayinigbara. The Ondo State government has reaffirmed its commitment to advancing the state's development and improving the lives of its citizens. Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Amidu Takuro, gave this assurance during project inspections across the 18 local government areas of Ondo State. During these tours, Takuro restated the administration's determination to support grassroots initiatives and encouraged local government chairmen to continue implementing impactful projects that promotes growth at the community level. Osrc correspondent Zimo Ebiemi has the details and is presented from our studios.
Local governments, widely recognized as the closest level of governance to the people, are essential for providing critical amenities and services that directly improve daily life. In response to this, Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa's administration has prioritized the empowerment of local councils, directing them to bolster infrastructure and expand social services at the grassroots. In Ondo State today, the chairmen of the 18 local government areas have launched various development projects which include, among others, the rehabilitation of markets and construction of lock-up and open shops to support market men and women. Additionally, some local governments have built bridges to connect communities and towns previously isolated by poor roads, alongside efforts to improve healthcare facilities, all aimed at addressing the specific needs of their communities. Provision of potable water has also been prioritized, with numerous communities and towns identified as having urgent needs being supplied with clean and accessible water sources to support their growing populations. Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Amidu Takuro, led the team encourage the council chairmen to maintain their dedication and continue efforts to ensure the project bring lasting benefit to the residents.
Dr. Ayedatiwa has said we want Ondo State local government administration to be a model for others to emulate. What we are doing as a Ministry of Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs is to provide guide for the local government in Ondo State so that we can be on the same line with in line with the vision of Mr. Governor of our easy agenda. So if the local government is doing its best, the state is doing its best, before you know, within the next 1-2 years, Ondo State will become a state that every one of us can be proud of.
Amidu Takuro urged the chairman to mirror the development initiatives demonstrated by Governor Lucky Ayedatiwa.
For them to rededicate themselves to the service of the system. They are the engine room of the local government. Without that, nothing can be done. So they are the policy implementators, and if any lapses from them will have adverse effects on the local government administration in Nigeria, particularly in Ondo State. So I want to encourage them to hard more by making sure that they give all the necessary advice.
Residents acknowledge the positive impact the initiative have had on their daily lives and livelihoods.
We thank God for all the bridge that is being constructed here, because before the bridge is being constructed, there are a lot of difficulties that we are facing in this community. But thank God that by the help of our honorable, we can see that things have been changed for now.
The performance of my chairman in the last couple of months has been so excellent. Doing wonderfully well, carrying along all the people of this local government, and what he cares about is the development of the people.
Some council chairmen lauded the governor for fostering a supportive environment that enables them to effectively fulfill their mandates.
This is just the harness of the local government. It was an abandoned building before. We renovated it. Part of the money given to us by the state government, so we renovated it just for the benefit of our people.
I want to appreciate Mr. Governor for his kind gesture to give us this opportunity to make sure that our is bearable, is passable.
The used excavator, the governor graciously approved the excavator for us to work for 4 weeks.
He has done a lot of things. At least monthly is releasing money for us. So we really appreciate it. In fact, it is now that I believe that something better, something good can come up from Kano administration.
By the grace of God, we have done 2 projects. That is the markets at the Agadagba Urban, which they have inspected, and the Shaman's quarters. This has been done as well.
The commissioner confirmed that push for grassroots infrastructure development is firmly underway and making substantial progress in Ondo State.
The Kwara State government has scrapped the payment of the Parents Teachers Association PTA levy in all public primary schools, replacing it with the introduction of annual school grant. Chairman of the State's Universal Basic Education Board, SUBEB, Professor Shehu Adara Maja, announced these are the opening of bids for the 2024 third and fourth quarters UBEC and SUBEB intervention project. According to him, the state government will now provide running courses for all 1,717 public primary schools and Kwara State. Professor Adara Maja also disclosed that the governor had approved the procurement of English and mathematics textbooks for free distribution to pupils in public primary schools. Speaking on the intervention projects, he explained that the initiative would cover the construction of classroom blocks, with offices, toilets, and remodeling or renovation of classrooms. The Court of Appeal sitting in Ibadan has overturned the 2019 suspension of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in Oyo State, declaring the action of Governor Seyi Makinde as unlawful. Governor Makinde had on May 31, 2019 prescribed the activities of the NURTW across the state, citing breaches of peace and directing the government's immediate takeover of all motor parks. Dissatisfied with the move, the union approached the National Industrial Court of Nigeria on July 19, 2021, seeking to nullify the prescription, but the lower court dismissed the suit, ordering that it lacked merit. The NURTW, through its counsel, Mr. Femi Falano, SAN, appealed the decision on April 2022, arguing that the Oyo State government had no legal authority to suspend or prescribe a trade union duly registered under the Trade Union Act Cap T14 laws of the Federation of Nigeria. In its judgment, a three-man panel led by Justice Kenneth Amadi ruled that the Oyo State government failed to provide evidence of any breach of peace or public order that would justify the suspension of the union's activities. The Nigerian Medical Association NMA has conducted the court-ordered health examinations on the detained leader of the indigenous people Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The Secretary General of the NMA, Dr. Ben Egbo, confirmed the development, said the evaluation had been done and ordered by the court, adding that the report had been submitted to the Attorney General of the Federation. The Federal Court, High Court in Abuja had on September 26 ordered the NMA to within 8 days constitute a panel of medical experts to assess the health condition of Kanu. In his ruling, Justice James Omotosho ordered the NMA president to submit the committee's report within 8 days for consideration on whether Kanu should be transferred to the National Hospital for treatment. Meanwhile, Kanu, through its legal team, has petitioned the World Medical Association over what is described as serious health challenges and inadequate medical care while in the custody of the Department of State Services. In sport, the Confederation of African Football (CAF) has announced an expansion of the Women's African Cup of Nations WAFCON, increasing the number of finalists from 12 to 16 teams, starting from the 2026 edition. The expansion signals a new era. Next year's tournament in Morocco, which was initially set for 12 nations, has already reached its second and final qualifying round. However, with the expansion now approved, CAF may introduce an additional round